So happy you're with us tonight on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Todd Bell, Matt Durazio, Ashley Ignelzi with you as we get set to start the fourth quarter tonight in Wilmington, Ohio. Division 4 state semifinal. We got a good one for you. And on the second down run, no room to go for Jones this time. Stood up right at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be third down and long. What's on the line here tonight? A berth in the state championship game in Division 4 next Saturday at Ohio Stadium. The winner will take on one of those two teams. Steubenville is the number 2 team in the state, Ursuline, a team that was 4-6 into the playoffs, and it's been all Steubenville. They lead 35-0 over Ursuline in that one. If Fenwick wins here, it would be number 1 versus number 2 in the state championship game next week. But Hartley with the football here. And Brad Birchfield's team, no stranger to the big stage here in the state semifinal. A third down play for Jones. He'll cut it upfield, sniffing that first down marker. He'll be short by about 1.5 yards. But again, Matt, you look at this and you know you're going to go for it on fourth down anyway. So you're just trying to 3rd and 7, get 5 or 6 yards and make it close.
Yeah, get as many as you can and tossing that to Jones. You know, one of the few times they've gone to the field on the toss with a couple of lead blockers out in front. And I'll keep talking about the way that Richard Jones puts his foot in the ground and he has that extra burst.
Stack guy again on 4th and short. It's Hickman off the left side and he squirts through. Wysong holding on for dear life, will bring him down. Hartley will have it first down from the 12-yard line after a 14 run by Curry Hickman.
And we saw it in the third quarter when Durham on the 4th and short popped one. This one wasn't quite as long, but everybody plays up tight. They're trying to get that stop, and this is what happens. You give up even a bigger run than you anticipated, and all of a sudden now, Hartley's gone a long way. They were pinned back, and they are moving.
Started from the 11. And in fact, it was the 11 that's right where they are right now. As we flip sides on the fourth quarter. Hickman, oh, this time hit right at the line of scrimmage. Vince Durham, the touchdown in that very end zone in the early stages of the third quarter, made another tackle defensively here for Fenwick.
Going to that stack guy foot to foot. Just too much penetration. You know, those guys getting off blocks, making plays. Looked like it was Sean Sherman who made the play right there from the defensive line position, and huge stop by him.
Was Sherman on the stop that time. Second down and 10. To the air for Anderson, and he couldn't hang on. Now there's a penalty marker down as well, right at the 5 when Anderson was trying to get off the line of scrimmage.
Todd, there's another one in the end zone too.
So we'll let him sort this out. I think Anderson felt he was holding. You see he's a little gimpy, making his way off the Hartley, or towards the Hartley sideline. Here's our officials sorting things out, and we'll get our visual explanation here.
Play. Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. Pass interference on the defense. Those fouls will offset. Replay, second down.
So ineligible against Hartley, pass interference against Fenwick. They will offset, and we'll do it again at second down and 10.
And I don't mind taking a shot out there. We talked about how Ryan Anderson is explosive, 6'3", 180 pounds. He's a big target to throw that fade to. You know, obviously, Jake Ruby can throw that football for sure. But they got away with him there a little bit, honestly, with the formation. And then they get in the penalty, and the chance to redo here on second down really saves them.
Offset eye this time. It's Hickman with a hole on the left side. Wysong again with the pursuit defensively, and Sarantino over there as well. Anthony Froelich, a third, coming in to help make the stop. And now it'll be third down and about 3 or 4 coming up for Hartley.
Todd, we've seen it all night. It's still 4-down territory.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
Yeah, there's no way Coach Birchfield's taking 3. I shouldn't say no way, but his number of, limited possessions. And the way you're running the football with the guys you've got, you're thinking right here, you got to at least, get the first down, get a touchdown, but at least get half of it, give yourself a 4th and short opportunity.
They will need to get inside the 2 for a first down. Richard Jones on the sweep. Can he get to the corner? They've got him stopped at the 5-yard line. And it'll bring up a 4th down. Well, you see Hinton getting up off the bottom of the pile, one of many Falcons, Matt, who have been pretty good on these sweeps tonight defensively.
Yeah, not giving up on the play. Everybody playing contained, but Hinton running them all the way down in that linebacker position.
Morgan Gerhardt came up there, stuck his nose in there as well. And in this all-important fourth down play, Hartley may think about what they want to do. Clock winding under 9 minutes to go, and all 3 timeouts for the moment for Hartley. I'd imagine they're going to let this tick down, decide if they want to go for it on fourth or take the 3 and hope they can get it back, and then would only need 3.
Yeah, and I was thinking there's no way, but I think I was thinking they were going to get it a little bit closer. This is a tough one now. This is fourth and a long 4. I mean, this is a tough one. You know, not that you're automatic in the kicking game, but you get 3 points, you get a stop, and all of a sudden 3 points can still win you the game.
Well, he has an opinion. He's not afraid to share it. Bruce Hooley wants to help make Ohio sports fans smarter on Hooley each Monday at 8 p.m. on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. I don't know if he's got any advice right now for Hartley in that sideline or not, but they could maybe use some on exactly what to do. We've seen Ben Hawk over near their sideline loosening up their place kicker. That might be a decoy.
You know what? Gosh, my gut's telling me they might go for the field goal here, thinking they're going to trust his defense to get a stop.
That looks like what they're going to do. Hartley through 3 quarters, the advantage in total offense, 252 to 141. Add some more on to this drive already. Ben Hawk in the second quarter nailed a 30-yard field goal. Oh boy, that flag is still one of the rare times tonight. They have spotted the ball at the 13, so a 23-yard field goal try for Ben Hawk, who hadn't tried a postseason field goal until the second quarter. Now will try his second tonight, and it appears that they're going to put more time back on the clock again. Going to go from 8:39. We'll have to wait and see what they're going to put it back up to. We get a test. Most nights, I wouldn't give the benefit of the doubt to a clock operator. You got one job, start and stop. But when you can't really see the field
at all,
it's kind of hard. So Hawk will try a 23-yard field goal. They have set the clock to 80 minutes and 41 seconds. That's probably not right. Well, it's unfortunate here for Hawk and Hartley that they're doing this clock reset and all of this taking place right before this very important field goal.
Sure. Accidentally icing the kicker.
Now they've reset it properly to 8:41. So, looks like everybody is now set. Like Ryan Reed does the snapping and Jack Bachman does the holding. Important group tonight. Boy, you see Coach Birchfield, he is not happy right now, shaking his head with this lengthy delay, trying to get the clock situated. They have reset it again at 8:59 and now are winding it down to a certain time.
Does he rethink this now? This frustration, it's almost like he wants to say, wait a second now, let me start over.
They have reset it back to 8:41, so now everybody is set and ready to give it a try. To get them within 1. Good snap, good hold, and look at that. Right down the middle for Ben Hawk, 23 yards, and it's 14-13 Fenwick.
And taking the points. It's a good play, got a good kicker, delivers you 3 points, and Coach Birchfield relying on his defense. And now the Bishop Fenwick Falcons offensively, who's moved the ball in that opening drive, the third quarter, moved it right down the field. They've got to come up with that same game plan, and that game plan specifically was going to Vince Durham the whole time.
2 important field goals tonight for that youngster. Senior place kicker. So solid in the kicking game all year long. 57 out of 58 on the year. He is now 8 out of 9 on field goals. Only missed 2 kicks all season long.
You can tell in his body language, just see how he's carrying himself. He's so confident. And gosh, you love that out of all positions, but specifically your kicker. I mean, he never hesitated. He was, I mean, I got iced and I wasn't kicking it. He wasn't worried. He'd take another 20 minutes. Go ahead. I'm gonna split the uprights. I'll be fine.
You know, they had a great place kicker a few years back. Helped them win a state championship in 2010 by the name of Brent Wally, who went on to become a Division II All-American place kicker. Now Ben Hawk, he may have a future in that as well.
I see it.
The Wally character may be kicking on Sundays in the near future. And there's another touchback. A little bit of a breeze behind him, so the ball will come out to the 20. Look at that clock, 8:38. How much time can Fenwick run off the clock? How much field position can they gain?
They're definitely going to run the ball. That's what they've been doing all night. That's what they did in the second half here on their first drive and had the success. Continue to do the same thing.
First down and 10 for the Falcons. Back to the ground game, and Vince Durham. He'll make his way out to the 24, that's 4 yards. 7 state championship games next weekend at Ohio Stadium. The Division II state championship game will be played next Friday night. Perry from Stark County will take on LaSalle. What a great team LaSalle is. Perry, a long field goal to win it at the buzzer last night. LaSalle with a win over Perrysburg, an impressive victory for them. That'll be next Friday night at the Horseshoe, as this short run here by Corbett is going to set up a 3rd down and 5. That LaSalle team is so many weapons on that football team.
Well, they're looking to go back to back. I mean, that's unbelievable. Hard to win 1, let alone 2, and they're there. They're going to be in the shoe 2 years in a row.
All right, an important play here. 3rd down and 5. Hartley looking to get a stop and get the offense right back out there. Play action pass for Nix. Looking downfield, nobody is open. He's running out of real estate, makes a late throw, and it's batted down and incomplete. Corbett was the intended receiver, and it was the 2nd down play and stop by Hartley that forced him into a 3rd and medium range. To the air, couldn't come up with it.
And how about Alan Nix? He's got a knack for just extending the play. Looks like, I'm like, where's he going? You know, he's gaining a little bit of ground, but he just waited until the last second. And in these conditions, how about the throw? I mean, he puts it on the mark, just could not connect with his receiver, but certainly a ball that was catchable.
And now an important punt by Herco, who's had an outstanding night tonight, averaging over 41 yards on 4 kicks. Now he's kicking into a little bit of a breeze. No pressure. Sends it skyward. This will bounce just across midfield this time. Not as good a kick. And will be down near the 44-yard line. So only a 31-yard punt this time. And Matt, a 3 and out with hardly any time coming off the clock. And now Hartley, within a point, will have the football.
Well, Coach Birchfield got the 3, and it's what he's hoping for. Get your 3, get your defense back out there, get the 3 and out, and get your offense a chance to move the football and a chance to win the football game with 7 minutes and 20 seconds, because it's going to take a while for them to get down there, and they're thinking how important this possession is, because this may be the last one for them this game.
First down and 10 for the Hartley Hawks. Curry Hickman, 22 carries, 88 yards through 3 quarters tonight. The leading ground gainer for Hartley. And they set up a screen. Hickman has it slip through his hands and incomplete. And that was pretty well defensed that time by the Falcons defensively. Even if Hickman makes the catch, I don't know if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
Something Hartley really doesn't do much of, but trying to mix it up just a little bit. And it's tough because you want to go do those plays and you're hoping they're successful, but all of a sudden then you put yourself in a tough position on the 2nd and 10. And traditionally, year in and year out and play in and play out, they're getting a few yards on the running game.
2 out of 4 now on the night for Ruby. He'll run quarterback draw. He's to the 50. And a hard run over the 50-yard line will leave them a 3rd down and about 3. Ruby up over 60 yards rushing on the night. His biggest game of the year was 101 yards. I take that back, 157 yards against Toledo Central Catholic early in the season. He also went over 100 yards against Beaver Creek. Now it's a 3rd and 4 as they spot it at the midfield stripe. Now it's Fenwick's defense's turn to try and get off the field. It's Hickman. 1st down and more. Hickman into the secondary, spun around to the 25, to the 23-yard line. 27 yards. Curry Hickman over 100 yards for the 11th time this year for the 9th straight game. And Hartley down by a point now is closing it on the red zone.
Little delayed handoff, draw, let the offensive lineman get out on those defensive linemen, those linebackers get in the way. And how about Hickman doing a good job with 2 hands in the football the entire carry, right from the handoff. He never had 1 hand on that ball. He had 2, securing it, knowing how important it is to hold on to that football.
Sean Walker out there helping lead block, but this time no room for Hickman as he is just buried just across the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard for Hickman on the carry.
And this is when you start thinking about Ben Hawk again. And this is getting close to his range. He's been automatic so far tonight and pretty much this whole season. But if you're Hartley, obviously you want to get 6, but you can hold on to the football and get a few more. You got Ben Hawk on the sideline waiting.
Anderson, who had limped off for Hartley, is back into the ball game over here on the near side. You see him at wide receiver. Hickman off the left side this time, slides across the line inside the 15 to the 14, short of the 1st down line to gain, and another chunk of about 7 yards for Curry Hickman.
I don't know if he quite has the 38 carries he had last week, but here in this 4th quarter, Coach Birchfield is not afraid to go to him, and he is delivering.
They get right back to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down and about 2, and they give it to Hickman again. Stumbles his way off to the left side, staying on his feet inside the 10 down around the 8-yard line. Gain of 6 for Hickman. It'll be 1st down and goal with the clock stopped momentarily, just over 5 to go.
Man, what a run. He's been showing a lot of balance. I mean, it almost looks like he's going to go down. But he's got 2 lead blockers. A lot of guys are going to his legs, and you got to. With a guy that big, you got to go low, but he just keeps fighting through it.
1st down and goal for the Hartley Hawks, an offense that averaged 35 points a game this year. Almost 43 in the postseason. They are in a tussle tonight with the Falcons of Fenwick, the #1 team in the state, and 13-0. Boy, now you see the maturity of the quarterback, Ruby, taking time off the clock. They give it to Hickman. He was hit and then drives forward for about 3 or 4. Again, it was Sherman that hit him in the backfield, but then it took 3 or 4 guys to bring him down.
Yeah, and we're talking about Ruby pulling off a little bit too, waiting, letting the clock go down. And the other thing we got to talk about is quarterback center exchanges. There has been no problems. There's been a lot of handoffs. There has been no issues at all. I'm almost as if it's dry as a bone out here. And it shows how good these teams are, well-coached teams that go out there and execute.
And the level of focus here tonight, as looks like we're getting a timeout used here by Fenwick. It'll be their first used, and a roar from the Hartley sideline as the fans who made the just over hour trip down from the capital city to Wilmington, enjoying the weather tonight.
I think so. I think everyone here is embracing it.
It's been a fantastic game here tonight, and it looks like it's going to come right down to the wire between these 2 teams, Fenwick and Hartley. The OHSAA State Championships next weekend, the 3rd through the 5th of December. Catch all the action on Fox Sports Time Ohio. For Time Warner Cable customers in Southwest Ohio, you can see that coverage right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Check your local listings for games and times. Some of the fans from Hartley who made the trip down here for the Hartley Hawks. It's not very far from where they call home, only 15 minutes to the Horseshoe on the campus of the Ohio State University. When it Coach Snively have dialed up defensively here to try and slow this Hawks offense down. Maybe more than anything, just give them a breather. Let them focus back up again. Matt Davenport in this Fenwick defense going to try and figure out a way. Hartley, who kicked a field goal moments ago to take the lead, or to get within one, now are trying to take the lead as they go back to that stack eye with Walker, the man in motion. Cone in front of Hickman. They'll play action pass. Bailey on the move. He's going to be hit by Wysong and down near the 3-yard line. Nick Wysong, who made the big interception in overtime last week, makes an open field tackle here to make it 3rd down and goal.
Well, they tried to go with a quarterback keeper faking to Hickman, which obviously is going to draw a ton of attention, trying to give Ruby to the edge with his athletic ability, and looks like he's going to make it. But honestly, this is a Fenwick team that's schooled up. They're ready to go, and we've talked about it all night. They've got a different level of speed.
3rd and goal. Walker's the man moving, now settles. Hickman leans forward. The pile leans forward. He's short of the goal line. And as we close in on 3 minutes to go, it'll be 4th and goal. And what does Hartley do?
Holy cow, talk about decision time. Trying to go back to power football. What's got him here? Offensive line getting a push. Hickman not giving up. Pile is moving. I mean, you're right there. This is an extra point.
So Fenwick is going to use a timeout here. They want to preserve some time. And they want to get things settled here defensively. Hartley, now they're going to think about things on the other sideline and your decision. What do you do here?
Well, I'll tell you this, correct me if I'm wrong, but if they do go for a field goal and miss, the ball comes back out to the 20-yard line. So it's not like one of those things, if you miss, well, we still got them pinned deep. So no, you don't. They get the ball at the 20. Now, on the other side of it, if you go for it, you don't get it, they're going to get the ball right there backed up.
Well, for programming updates and information, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at TWCS Sports OH. At TWC Sports OH. You can also like us on Facebook by searching Time Warner Cable Sports Channel, Ohio. TWC Sports OH. I think there are a few raindrops in between me and the card.
Well, there's a lot of S's in there.
Well, no indication yet on that far sideline on what the Hawks are going to do. I see Ben Hawk coming out onto the field. They're going to try a go-ahead field goal.
And that's one of the things, I mean, you got to take into consideration the fact that if you do miss, they come out to the 20. That's a big deal just on the other side of it. But he's got a kicker he believes in. He's been a cool customer all night long, and they're going for it.
Matt, his kick at the end of the 2nd quarter, and here moments ago in the 4th quarter came from near the right hash mark. This one is going to be on the other hash mark. A little bit of a breeze blowing from his left to right as he looks at the uprights, does Ben Hawk. And yet again, before Ben Hawk gets set to try a field goal, issues with the clock.
All right, sir.
Ben Hawk, who had the same issue his last time before he knocked down the 23-yarder. Seemed very calm when he did so. It looks like they've got everything set now as they put it to 3:07. Again, it'll be Baughman to hold. Ball is back near the 8-yard line. It'll be an 18-yard field goal try to give Hartley the lead. And it appears as though Hartley may be taking a delay of game here. They are. They're going to back him up 5 and help out the angle. The yardage isn't going to be an issue here.
Not at all. But how about that? And once again, I go back to the body language of Ben Hawk. Not concerned, understands what's going. He probably went to Coach Birchfield and said, Coach, here's the deal. I'm dialed in. If you want to scoot it back a little bit, it gives that angle. It's not such a severe angle. I got to try to put it through. And Todd, you brought up the point that he's been kicking from the other hash on the other two. This time he's on the left hash, and it's a little bit more difficult of a kick.
And the chess match, Coach Snively declines the penalty. So, okay, you want to back it up, give yourself a better angle? We're not going to let you.
Nope.
So they'll try it again. Well, it's been some fun, hasn't it? Whistles again and once. Timeout, Hartley.
You know what he's doing. Coach Birchfield didn't like that, so I bet you he might be going for this thing.
There's a family tradition in the D'Orazio household. I got the Thursday morning text to let me know Turkey Bowl 2015. I mean, this is Turkey Bowl-ish right here, is it not?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, not with any plays that we've seen tonight. Besides that opening play, and I stopped myself on the quarter or the handoff, quarter or the halfback toss. But right here, for sure, this is a lot of mind games that go on, typically with the older fellas versus the new young blood that can run around and you're trying to catch your breath a little bit. But right here, there's definitely some strategy involved as the coaches are kind of going back and forth. Coach Birchfield decides, you know what, brings his guys in. We're not going for a field goal. Let's go get those 6 points.
4th and goal. Hickman, touchdown, Hartley.
And how about that? You think about everything that's going on, and maybe that's why Coach Birchfield didn't go for it. The angle may be too severe. You know, Hawk said, I can't, you know, that's a tough one to cut in there. You know what, let's go for it. If we don't get it, they're going to be inside their 1 yard line. But they get in there and they deliver, as they've been delivering all year with the running game and that guy, Hickman.
And now they will go for 2, as it is 19-14, so they'll go for the 2-point conversion. They converted 2 2-pointers in their playoff game against Ottawa.